My name is Ian Stamp. I'm the principal here of 3 years. I have a background in international education primarily, having worked in and around Nairobi now for 25 years. I came here primarily to help out with the international program, the I.G.C.S.E, and to set up an A-level program, which we're hoping to launch in September. Also to look at opportunities for training our teachers and have tried my best to afford them opportunities that they hadn't received previously. Moving from Nairobi to Nyeri was fantastic. After watching all of the development in Nairobi over the last 22 years before coming here, I welcomed the opportunity to come out of Nairobi into this environment. So I'm enjoying the fresh air, the time away from the distractions of the big city, and think ourselves very lucky here to have this environment in which we don't get the distractions that other students might in the city. So we're very, very blessed here. The introduction of the international GCSE, the I.G.C.S.E at Mount Kenya Academy, was intended to help both the KCSE system and to open students' minds into international issues. It has strengthened the program that existed tremendously already, and we're now at the juncture to be able to launch an A-level system. The international GCSE is designed to challenge students to tolerate others, to understand others, and I think we've got a long way to ensuring that people do have an understanding of other cultures around the world. Students that come to this school are given a wide range of subjects from which to choose. The KCSE system is the same throughout, and they're given the same opportunities as anywhere else, except that we build a bigger co-curricular and extracurricular program around the KCSE formal examinations. Within the I.G.C.S.E system, we give the usual range of subjects that students can choose from, and we give them a very student-orientated choice. Therefore, we don't dictate into option blocks like some schools might. So if it's a student that wants to study the arts, they can do that. If they're a scientist, they can study all three sciences. The choice is theirs, and therefore there's a lot of flexibility, and we can play to students' strengths by allowing them to choose subjects that they can excel at, given their own unique skills. The co-curricular studies are an important element of any child's development because it is not all about examinations. Students have to go out into the world and exhibit a wide range of skills, and therefore they need to demonstrate the ability to take part and interact with people on a wide range of activities, from sports. We nurture the spiritual development of children. We get them involved in a service program where they go out and work with other local schools with students who are not quite as privileged as our students might be, so that they get themselves a good understanding of the community in which we sit. We have a very strong President's Award scheme running, and each year we have up to 8 students who go to State House to collect their gold level award from the President. We have other activities ranging from journalism club through to Scouts movement, chess club, wide range of sports that we participate in to develop the all-round character who is able to fit into any situation later on in life. Yeah, the exchange program is a very valuable program that we put into place just over 10 years ago now, and it each year enables some 6 or 7 students to go to the Westminster schools in Atlanta, Georgia, to live with the families, to take part in their lessons and spend weekends, to get a whole cultural program that is put together at the other end that enables them to see what life is like the other side of the globe and compare. And it fills them with all sorts of experiences and stories that they come back and then share with our students. Very, very often, of course, they come back with a very, very different viewpoints to what that they may have had before leaving. And then the other side of that program is, of course, that the Westminster schools send 6 or 7 students this side, and each year those students come and mix with our students. They stay in the boarding house, and we then put on a cultural program for them to understand what life is like here in Kenya for our students, and get them exposed to all of the sights and scenes of Kenya in general. Yeah, the A-level program has been driven by a want from parents primarily, who have wanted the education from 18 months kindergarten up to 18 years old and on to university. So now we can allow students having studied I.G.C.S.E. to move into the next natural step, which is A-levels at 16 years old, and have the 2 years now of intense study on 3 or 4 subjects and prepare them properly for entry into any university around the globe, because the A-level is, of course, an internationally recognised qualification in the UK, in Europe, in South Africa, Australia, the States, Canada, and students will now be able to compete on a world scale with other students and gain entry to those universities. And it means that they don't have to go now to another school for 2 years and set up new relationships with friends and teachers. And so the continuity aspect is something that parents have been crying out for a while, and it's long overdue, and we're at a stage now where we can offer the A-level confidently.